ito na yung CCA sensitive environment naman, okay? So this is reduction should be an integral objective of the environment-related policies, no, and plans, including use, okay, natural resource management, and adaptation to climate change. Okay? So the activities, so this anymore, guys. And we have increased disaster resilience of infrastructure system. So the key activities for conduct of inventory vulnerability risk of critical facilities, okay, develop guidelines on the redesign, retrofitting, or operational modification of infrastructure. Actually, no, pag ito ginagawa, right now, ginagawa to yung mga, again, yung mga bridges natin, nire-retrofit yan, okay, yung pinapalitan para hindi siya, in case of earthquake, no, pinapalitan siya ng fiber. Yung uso ngayon, no, ano ba yung fiber nito? Ito para pag in case na pag nilagay itong fiber nito, pag in case of earthquake, ano lang siya, sasabay lang siya. Parang sa foundation ng building siya, sasabay. So hindi siya basta-basta ma-destroy o ma-destruct. Ma-destroy. Okay? And integration of the MSCC in the building use of green technology. Ano ba yung use of green technology? Paano yung requirement to recycle, guys? And we have community-based and scientific assessment, mapping, analysis, and monitoring. So, the key activities, okay? Okay, alam na natin how to do the mapping and vulnerability assessment. Conduct of studies in disaster risk prevention for armed conflict situation and climate change effects. No? Then, management of Knowledge Management Center with the OCD, which will also conduct capacity building and research activities on the ends. Okay? And of course, yung information dissemination through partner with various media. So that is your number 4, community-based. Number 5, communities have access to effective applicable disaster risk financing and insurance. So this one is this is the risk transfer through disaster risk financing, no, insurance contributes to the prevention and mitigation of disaster, especially at the community level. Their vulnerability are lessened through the option and buffers available for them. So what are the key activities? We have to conduct and develop new modalities for risk financing schemes. So pag sinabing kind of research, so we need of course, no? Help from the government. No? So develop advocacy and risk communication plan to encourage community risk options. And we have to update the directory of available risk financing windows of LGUs. And we have number 6, end-to-end monitor, forecasting, early warning system are established and improved. No? So dapat meron tayong as defined under Republic Act 1121, early warning system is the set of capacities needed to generate and disseminate timely and meaningful warning information to enable individuals and organizations threatened by hazard to prepare and to act appropriately and in sufficient time to reduce the possible harm or loss. Okay? So, a people-centered is about having the knowledge of the risk, analysis forecasting of the hazard. Of course, ito yung communication to what, no? TV, okay, mga uh, texting, di ba? Okay, or dissemination of alerts and warnings, and local capabilities to respond to the warnings received. So, end-to-end warning system is emphasized with, okay, incorporate steps to detection. Okay? Hindi, ano naman yan. Ito na yung mga end system. Okay. You just read this, guys, no? Napakahaba. So, actually, nandiyan naman na. I don't need to explain everything, no? What else? So, we have the disaster system, and we have, well, now we have disaster preparedness, no? These are capacities developed by governments, professional, almost the same thing naman, guys. So, preparedness action is carried out within the context of the DRM and aims to build the capacities needed to efficiently manage all types of emergencies and achieve orderly transition from response. So again, this is based on sound analysis of TRR and good linkages with early warning system and includes such activities as contingency plans. So there is contingency plan. Filing of equipment and supplies, development of arrangements for coordination, evacuation, and public information, training, and close exercise. All this, there must be formal institutional, legal, and budgetary capacity. So, of course, important yan, budgetary capacity. So, this is, again, your long-term goal in disaster preparedness. We establish strengthen capacities of constituencies to cope and recover from the negative impacts of emergency occurrence and disasters. So here we are, the objectives, no? Increase the level of awareness of the community to the threat of all hazard-based and vulnerabilities, no? So we have to equip the community with the necessary skills to cope with the negative impacts of disaster. Okay? Also, to increase capacity of institution, develop and implement comprehensive national and local disaster preparedness policies, plans, and systems. And we have to strengthen partnership with all key players and stakeholders. So, please know yung stakeholders natin. Kung merong gustong tumulong, no? So, tumulong lang. Okay? Sa mga, especially mga government and organization. Okay, we have increased level of awareness and enhanced capacities of community to the threats and impact of all hazards. Okay, so in most cases, people and communities are vulnerable to hazards because of lack of information, about the hazards. So how to prepare for them and how to reduce the risk of the hazards affect so when their level of awareness and understanding are increased, no, people are more prepared. Siyempre naman. So with this, no, develop DRMs, information, education, meaning health teachings, mga ating mga training, seminars, communication, mga early warning system, and unboxing plan. So communities are equipped with the necessary skills and to cope with disaster. So being aware is not enough. No, people, communities, and government need to with skills. Yun na nga yun, no? Yung mga ating mga trainings for those who are pwedeng turuan, no? Yung, let's say, sa mga barangay, sa LGU, we have to train those so mga landlords, something like that, no? Ability to help for disasters. Especially yung mga rescue and transfer. Kailangan natin yan. And among others, development of contingency plans, preemptive and incident command system. So what is incident command system, guys? Ito yan. Nakita nyo ba? Nakita nyo guys?
Yes sir, meron rin yan sa ano sir, CU5.
Meron ko sa CO5. Sige, okay, yung ating always so it means there is sa incident management concept. When we say incident ICS, no, yan. There should be an incident commander, no. Under this, kailangan mayroong mga public information officer and safety, no. And also there is actually areas for management of major incidents, no. Kaya yan, operations, planning, logistics, and finance. So ano sort of organizational chart. Okay. So what else? Yan, stockpiling and equipment positioning. Okay, potential doing disaster preparedness and field process that nakakaumay, di ba guys? No, paulit-ulit. It is not only established already in advance. Okay, effective, identify the plan for the okay, imminent threat to life and property. So what are the key activities for this? Yan. Okay, development of standard training modules. Yan. Okay. Yan na nga yun, no? Conduct of training. So kung meron tayong simulation exercise, so we can teach them, we can train them, customize and specialize DRM building, activities for specific group, yung mga tinatawag natin mga core groups, no? Decision makers, responders, or children, and so forth. And integration of the school curricula, textbook also. Pwede natin integrate din yun, no? Sa, actually, katulad sa nursing, integrate. Before guys, no, during our time, wala kami itong disaster nursing. Actually, wala talaga. As siguro nung kailan ba ako nag-start sa FEU, started 2000, mga 2005 to
Come to stare at the fool, have you?
we start.
There's poor Egg Haggerty.
And we have also included capacity of local DRM councils and officers and operations all levels. Okay, and again, no, in order to for the community to be equipped with necessary skills to cope with the negative impacts of disaster, skills, capacity building, and conducting various drills are really necessary. No? To this, people will become prepared. So, actually, siyempre, aming experience ng mga tao, let's say, sa Marikina, alam na lang gagawin nila, in case of flood. No? Alam na agad, nakataas na agad at mga gamit or evacuate immediately. So, paulit-ulit na yan. So, dapat hindi. Yan, no? Okay, also selection, accreditation of NGO, okay, NGO representatives, the development of local DRM plan, contingency plans, inventory, so, siguro inventory of resources sa part na yan, no? Stockpiling and purposing of resources, establishment of DRM operation centers. And last ba yan? Number 10, develop, implement, and comprehensive national local preparedness plans and systems, no? So the action responses of communities and government during this life and the amount of preparedness activities needed before the disaster happens. So the development and implementation of comprehensive, coordinated preparedness policies, plans, and systems spell difference between reduce and increase risk, no? Capacity of institutions increase, so response operation more efficient, no? Effective and timely. Okay, so what activities develop, enhance, okay, basic preparedness and response plans. Okay, develop, enhance ICS coordination, okay. So almost naman, no? Manual operation, disaster operation centers, guidelines of emergency response teams, okay, protocol information gathering reporting, response assessment tools and mechanisms, okay, conduct inventory of resource disaster response. And we have the last, okay, so ating partnership, no, with all key players and stakeholders. So for the RM to proceed on all government approaches needed, no, all government approaches need key DRIM players and stakeholders should work together, no, and complement their activities, strengths, and resources in order to aptly prepare for and reduce the risk to this. So what are the key activities? Development, maintenance, update of a partners and key stakeholders. No? Formally coordination guidance in the contingency plan for partnership and arrangement. And participation. Yes. Primary. Wala siya meaning. Anyway, so that's it. No?
Sir, may tanong ako, sir.
Yes.
Face-to-face next week, sir.
Hindi, online pa rin eh.
I know, sir. Yes.
So, ayoko mo ng tapos kasi ang haba din sa kabila eh, nung part 2. Almost the same din naman siya. Tingnan natin muna.
A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Revelio.
May pa ba kayo dyan? Moment ako. Okay. Haba din ito. Tapos yung content niya almost pare-pares din. Excuse. Gawin natin yung design naman. Yan. Continuation lang siya yung response, no? This is a provision of emergency services and public assistance to bring immediately after disaster in order to save lives, no? Reduce health impacts, ensure publicity, and meet the basic needs of the affected. Okay, it is also predominantly focused on immediate and short-term needs and sometimes called disaster relief, no? So, siyempre, yan na yung no? Yung the impact. So, we have to do this, no? Disaster response. And we have also yung recovery. It is a of recovery, no, that begins in a humanitarian setting. So it is guided by development principles that seek to build on humanitarian programs and catalyze sustainable development opportunities. No? So it aims to generate self-sustaining, nationally owned, resilient processes for post-crisis recovery. Also encompasses the restoration of basic services, livelihoods, governance, security, of law, environment, and social dimension, including range of displaced population. So, yun nga, same pa rin yung ating ano, no? Yung parang siyang this is parang das vision mission, no? Safer, adaptive, resilient Filipino community, sustainable development. So what is the long-term goal? So you have to provide preservation and meet the basic subsistence needs of affected population. So based on standards during or immediately after a disaster. No? So ang objectives to decrease the number of preventable and injuries. No? So of course, no. So example of this, so let's say mga ating mga earth, no? So we have to prevent deaths, no? Actually, di ba? So, nag-search and rescue tayo. Di ba? So, meron pa rin makita mo, 2 to 3 days na re-recover na buhay pa. And to provide subsidy needs of the population. And eventually to immediately restore the power services. Okay. So to achieve this object, NDRMP identify the following outcomes, also well-established response and relief operations. So what are the key? Sinasabi ko, activation of the incident command system. So kailangan na natin ito, no? See the class of person or levels. Issue public advisories, according to protocols developed. So establish coordination system for effective and efficient relief and response system. So kaya incident command system. No? So activation of relief distribution point center. So ito natin pag nandyan na yan, no? So may kanya-kanyang mga centers na yan, no? So let's say mga WD, DOH, no? Sila yung sa health, no? And what else? Mga of course, yung mga ano natin, mga let's say mga dead bodies natin, iba naman yung dyan, no? Okay, the disaster area. Okay. Adequate assessment of needs. Ito yung ang tawag natin dito, DANA. Okay. Assessment of needs. Yes, at adequate assessment of damage and needs during and after the disaster. So accordingly, this includes a time frame, no, to at least 24 to 48 hours for damage assessment and needs analysis to be considered as rapid. So, dapat mabilis, no? So, in order to gather data, use, no, kailangan interviews, ocular inspection, creation of reports are among the key activities,
It
no?
wasn't capturing property after all.
Promptly produce and submit DANA report. A DANA team must be pre-created, during normal times under preparedness and activated during disasters. The effectiveness of disaster response operation lies on the efficient and prompt information. Yun, yung mga detection, consolidation, analysis, and use. So, ano ba yung activities during this DANA, no? Activation of assessment at all levels. No? So, conduct assessments using the latest tools of the information, the appropriate. They have a tool, no, for this report. And we have integrated and coordinated search, rescue, and retrieval. Sabi ko, SRR, no? Search, rescue, and retrieval capacity. So management of the dead, no, and missing may be one of the most difficult aspects under, siyempre, ang response. So, it has deep and long-lasting impact to victims, survivor, families, and communities. Yan pinakamahirap talaga sa lahat, no? So, the care of the dead and missing must never be overlooked, no? In this planning. So, there must be integrated and coordinated services for the dead and missing to ensure that the dead maintain its dignity and the missing found, no? So, again, no, yung example yung during the third earthquake talaga, di ba? So, marami dyan, even we have the Philippine team, no, went there to do the search and rescue. So, nipadala ng DOH yan, yung nag-deploy. Actually, nakauwi na sila. One of these is si Sir Eric Tapito nung ating chief nurse na, you know them, di ba? Tama sa GC. Sabi,
Yes, sir. Speaker namin, sir.
ha?
Speaker namin sa webinar, sir.
Siya yung, nandun siya. Sila yung pinadala dyan sa tala. I don't know kung
Ibang
meron.
bansa siya ngayon, sir. Alam ko eh.
Ha?
Ayun nga yun, sir.
Oo, siya yung, I don't know kung may kasama siya. So, ayun, according to tropa doon, sa amin, talagang matindi din lang talagang nila doon. No? So, ang nangyari, alam mo naman, sabi, Pilipino pa rin, number 1 sa, hindi number tulong, yun sa lupa. So, maraming nakawan nangyari dyan. Siyempre, yan, no? So, daming tao niyan, no? So, daming, actually, may isang bata, rescue siya lang yung babae, no? Na-rescue siya, yung family kasama niya, namatay lahat, siya lang yung nakaligtas. Okay? And, evacuated safely on communities, no? So the decision to evacuate an airman must be done properly, no? It is essential to an safe and effective evacuation. So authorities must ensure that no person gets stuck, no? All those who need evacuation must be attended. So actually, case-to-case basis naman to, no? Kung talagang hindi kaya na, katulad ng mamaya, mag-rescue ka, tapos mayroong mga debris naman din sa'yo. So, titignan mo rin first yung sarili mo. Timing is essential. It's not only the factor that contributes to successful evacuation operation. The availability of logistics also a key consideration. Scale disaster, inclement weather is also important. So actually, during the time of yung earthquake, no, dun sa nag-search and rescue, alam ko taglamig pa yun, napakahirap mag-search and rescue, sobrang lamig, nagne-negative pa yata 2-0. So accordingly, there must be a regular coordination with relevant agencies to ensure seamless activation of evacuation system procedures. So what are the key activities? Activate an evacuation system and set up, yes. Temporary shelter and needs are adequately addressed. So very important this one, no? So leave many people homeless. Yes, no? Temporary shelters in some ways provide a measure for safety for victims. So the provision of adequate temporary shelter is of invaluable important during cataclysmic times, no? It is about the temporary people, their sources of livelihoods and valuables find refuge in times of disaster. So temporary shelters are not just about structures, no? A lot of things need to be considered both before, during, and after a disaster. Yes, no?
Very well.
Napakahirap ng
Sounds more decent that way. Catherine's.
So what are the key activities?
I never wanted to believe
Standard-based relief shelters and sites, yes, no? So alam natin to, kung saan nilalagay, no? Mga temporary shelters natin. Yan, yung provision of tents or barracks, no? And others shelter facilities, no? Even, di ba, yung ating At least yung COVID times, no, di ba, meron tayong temporary shelter, yung mga facilities. The development and implementation of set minimum standards on temporary shelters, yes. Establishment of child-friendly spaces and other learning areas in the evacuation centers. Okay, provision of spaces for people, livestock, no, and pets in the ES. O conduct of livelihood, activities for internally displaced persons. Okay, kung kailangan na may livelihood, why not? So, but it will take time, bago magkaroon tong livelihood-oriented. Okay, basic social services provided to affected population, whether inside or outside emergency communication system, ECS. After a calamity, there is always a possibility that critical lifelines, water system will get paralyzed. Yes, lalo na pag flood, So people living in evacuations, also earthquake, people living in evacuation centers may also have no access to proper nutrition. Actually, so lalo natin. Ultimately, this compromise the overall wellness of affected people. There is need to ensure that the health status of affected communities is maintained. Yes. So what are the key activities? Conduct medical consultation, nutritional and okay, yes, sino man nagpo-provide nito? Yung ating mga DSWD. Okay, assessment of water quality, quick damage repairs ng road, sino mga ito, under what? Yung ating mga DPW man, okay? Determination of existing available hospital services. Okay, kung meron, nearby hospitals, So, immediate respiration of lifelines. Kung problema sa mga natin, kung mga lifelines na, why not, i-restore natin. Kung dapat i-restore natin yung mga nasira, We have to repair. And, of course, yung psychosocial, yung natin, yung report nyo, psychosocial needs of affected population addressed, So after disaster, some of the victims may need help from professional help to normalize their feelings, overcome trauma, and find ways to cope with their ongoing stress. So makita, andun na lahat, hindi na kailangan talaga explain lahat. So it's already here. Mental health and psychosocial services must therefore be in order to address the social needs of affected population. Very important here yung mga elderly, yung mga women and children, gender roles and rights should always naman. Okay. To ensure coordination among heads of MPHS, conduct psychosocial programs and referral system, conduct and psychological stress debriefings. And we have also coordinated integrated system for early. So, be a functional, integrated, and coordinated system to assist victims all the way to their success of such endeavor is dependent on both the local and national government's level of political commitment. Okay? The key activities, so DANA, cause of damages. Development and implement system for recovery to include specific addressing the needs identified. So we have to develop partnership mechanism with utility providers and key, again, yung stakeholders. So design, implement temporary livelihood, income generating activities. So yung mga tinatawag income generating at yung mga let's say, kung kailangan, kung let's say, yung recovery na. So let's say, maganda ng group, tutuwa ng mga sabon, yung mga income dyan, pwedeng ibenta.
I should
So,
investigate.
parang karoon sila ng pondo. Either yung food for work, micro enterprises ito. Micro and small enterprises. Rehabilitation, okay, and recovery are defined as measures that ensure the ability of affecting communities and areas to restore their normal level of function. Rebuilding livelihood and damaged infrastructure and increasing the community's organizational capacity. And we have the post
Revelio.
recovery, no? So the restoration improvement were appropriate opportunities, okay, livelihood, living condition, affect, okay. I think tinatawag ni the Prince, build back better. Yan. Include the efforts to reduce risk factors in accordance with also build back better. So the rehabilitation and recovery aspect of the over areas like employment, livelihood, infrastructure, lifeline facilities, resettlement, among others. So these are recovery efforts done when people are already outside of the evacuation centers. Yes. Okay? So sana ganun nangyayari, no? So, nagagawa naman, but problem is sometimes nako, no? So, ang yumayaman yung mga humahawak ng pera. Okay? And the rehabilitation recovery objective, the long-term restore and facilities, livelihood, and living conditions of the capacities of affected communities and reduce disaster risk in accordance with the Building Back Better principle. Ayan, these are the objectives. Okay, so this read na. Okay, so and you just read this. We have the damage assess and needs assessment. Okay, yan na po yan.
Revelio.
Okay, then economic activities restoring possible sentence or dead. And we have the key activities. And there are mainstream in human settlement, okay, disaster and climate change, resilient infrastructure, reconstructed. Long-term recovery na ito, guys. Ang dami, no? And sound, safe and secure, citizen-free, ngayon. Okay, are able to restore to normal functioning after its disaster. And you have the veterans. Okay, so that's it, guys. Okay, do you have any question? So,
Revelio.
I think there, so you just read. Ako nga, binasa ko na lang kasi yun naman na talagang ang ano doon, no? Ang definitions, no? So no need to expound everything. So doon napaka lang naman siya. Ay alam, problema, you have to read. No? So there will be a long quiz next week, no? I will tell you kung mag-asynchronous ako o synchronous. No, you just bibigyan ko yung time to
This looks intriguing.
to study, no, for the long quiz. Medyo mahirap. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, from easy to difficult tayo. Okay? Have any more questions, guys? Are you still there? Mga birds, mga dudes.
Tapos, sir.
Yung mga mga late. Sabi naman.
Sino late?
Sir Del Rosario po.
Ayun, siguro sa ano. Mali lang. Ano ba ako magpupunta? Wait lang, nag-ano na ako eh. Sino pang ano, hindi dyan?
Sir Fabia po.
Yun, di ka rin. Kaya ba?
Hindi po.
Hindi na? Ang dali na nga lang ng ano natin eh. Pa kayo. Ayan, Rosario. Makareg. Nunez. Wala. Si Baligad. Okay. Okay. So that would be all, guys. No, I'll see you then in next week. Okay, just read, no, 40 actions from to community mitigation and preparedness. Okay, so I'll see you guys again next
Ay, sir,
week.
wait. Yung long piece CU6 to CU10 na po yun, sir.
Yes, lahat from school to home to school to community.
Okay po, sir.
Lahat. Hindi bibigay ng 10-10 basta ano 40 items na lahat.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So basahin lang, lagi ko yung mga ano, no? Kung nandun na yun. Okay? Wala namang hindi dun na sa topic na yan. Okay? So thank you very much. Should be all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir. Thank you po.
Thank you po.